Oh! Oh! That's a new one. What is up, family? You read the title of the video. Today we are going to go through a full cheat day because the topic of the video is exactly that. Cheat day science. So what better way to celebrate than eating a ton of shit? You seem to like watching me eating all of this good food. Why not do it again? Of course, providing some value. So I will be touching on some scientific literature, but for now we have finished smashing our deltoid. And we have upgraded the food choice today because we are not at Lidl, we are actually at Tesco's. Oh my god, I'm traitor! Don't worry, Lidl will still feature, but I did want to have a nice little browse somewhere else of the old bakery aisle. So we took a nice little stop off at Tesco's post-workout to see what they had in store. And of course, they most definitely did not disappoint. I don't know if it's just me, comment below, but the first place I go to when I walk into a shop is the bakery aisle, the ice cream area, and of course the cereal area, and I just camp there looking at all the goodies and I'm like, oh baby, get in my body. So if there's one fun fact about me is that when it comes to cheat days, I don't really crave much sort of savory food like KFC or McDonald's, and it's mostly just like sweet treats. So this day is probably going to be full of like desserts and treats because that is what I want. So this is what we picked up. Firstly, we have a chocolate croissant. I'm expecting, or I'm hoping, that there's going to be chocolate when you bite into that. If not, then I'm returning it with my receipt. I wish you could do that. This is the game changer, the Oreo donut. This looks very good. I'm sort of excited to get going on this. 5 jam donuts for €1.25. You can see that, 5 jam donuts. So to kick off the day, I'm going to try to eat absolutely everything that I just showed you, just to start off nice and light, nothing too pesant. And then touch on the scientific literature in the next meal. So let's start off with these and then get to the value later on. It would be very disrespectful of me not to start off the day with the Oreo. There we go. It's got like Oreo chunks on that. Cheers to a good day of eating, and hopefully you learn something or get entertained from this video. Oh, it is like filled with Oreo cream. Oh yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Look at that bad boy. It's not even that rich. I thought it would be super rich, but it's actually going down very nicely. There's people looking at me very strangely here. There we go. Donut numero uno. Now let's go on to the chocolate croissant. There better fucking be chocolate inside it. Cheers. Here we go. Oh god. I don't want to look. Tell me, guys. Tell me below before I look. Is there chocolate? There's like a little bit of chocolate. That's sort of disappointing, to be honest. It does taste pretty good. To be honest, I still think Lidl have better quality, and it's cheaper too. Oh, there we go. We have finally got to the chocolate, but it's all shoved down in the end. I mean, come on, Tesco. When you pump the chocolate in, you pump it in the whole croissant, not just the tip. That's what she said. Bye. 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 Cheers to the croissant. Here we go, last bite. Why do people love watching people eat food? Now I'm gonna try to food challenge these and eat all 5. Here we go. Wish me luck. Well, actually, let's just get a taste test of 1 for you. Oh my god. Hi guys. I'm so sexy. Well, you can see it's nicely covered, sugar coated. $1.25 for 5. That's very good. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Much better than the one I had a while back. Where was it from? From Lidl. So yeah, Tesco's definitely beats Lidl on this respect. But yeah, holy guys, this one's good. Okay, so cheers to 5. Here we go. Let's see how quickly I can do it. Beautiful. Right, to be honest, could probably do more. I'm still sort of hungry. You can see my face is like puffed out already. But anyway, that was meal numero uno. I'll check in with you at meal numero due, hopefully touching on a little bit of science for you. So this is what we are working with for meal numero due. I'm actually still pretty hungry after those donuts, to be honest. It's only been like an hour and a half. But I do know after this I'll probably hit a wall because this hits you like a ton of bricks. But I did tell you Little was going to make an appearance because
as yesterday I knew I was going to be doing this. After work I popped off to the old motherland, aka Little, to browse their range. And I did know I was going to do like donuts and pastries in the morning. So I didn't really want to do that again. But I was still very tempted by their range. Little, I have to say, you have some very good buns available in your shop. Literally spent about half an hour just looking at everything, reminiscing of my childhood. But
this is essentially what we came out with. We have 4 brioche burger buns, then we have this duo chocolate spread, and then some wine gum. Haven't had these for ages, and I just saw them and I was like, oh shit, I might just nibble on those as we go. And I know that already in the last video I had the Nutella baguette, but guys, if you have the opportunity to eat something that you like on a cheat day, you're gonna eat something that you like, and I just like Nutella sandwiches or Nutella baguettes, so I'm gonna have them. But I did switch it up with the old brioche burger bun, and this chocolate duo, I quite fancy the white chocolate in there. That looks pretty good. And then of course the wine gum. So I'm gonna have all 4, yes, all 4 of the burger buns with probably, I don't know, maybe 3/4 or half of the Nutella, and then nibble on the wine gums as we go over a little bit of science. So we're gonna need some sort of board. Let's open up these bad boys. Oh, look at all the grease glistening. There is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 buns ready to be Nutella. Open up this bad boy. Tear off the paper. A little bit disappointing. Sort of makes it look as though there's more white chocolate than there is, but it still does look very good. Boom. Now we are just going to transfer the Nutella onto the brioche buns. Beautiful. You probably can't see it on the outside, but we did end up using about half or 3/4 of the tub of Nutella. There you go, meal numero due. 8 brioche buns, and then I'll probably get nibbling on those if I'm not too full afterwards. But before I dive into this, let's quickly touch on a little bit of science about cheat meals, cheat days, and all that jazz. So you've probably heard it before, but the main proposed reason to have a cheat meal or a cheat day on a fat loss phase is that when your fat loss plateaus or stalls, you can then implement this cheat meal or this cheat day, kickstart that there metabolism of yours, and then continue on the fat loss phase, okay? But what you probably don't know is that this claim or this metabolism boosting is mostly as a result of the action of leptin, okay? The hormone leptin, which if you weren't currently aware, plays a key role in your ability to lose fat, okay? And if you weren't aware of what leptin is, Trexler et al. Does give a nice overview, stating that leptin is synthesized primarily in the adipocytes, so your fat cells, and functions as an indicator of both short and long-term energy availability. Short-term energy restriction and lower body fat levels are associated with decreases in circulating leptin. So as you can see in the graph from another study by Kame et al. 1998, adipocy-adjusted leptin showed a decrease of 54% after just 1 week of a moderate calorie deficit, and remained low after 6 and 12 weeks, with authors also noting that lower leptin was associated with self-reported hunger and desire to eat. Additionally, higher concentrations of leptin are associated with increased satiety and energy expenditure. So overall, it's safe to say that low levels of leptin on a cut absolutely suck. They make you hungry and they make you move more by reducing energy expenditure, okay? Both of which make sustaining a key calorie deficit far more difficult for yourself, because essentially you're hungrier, so you're more inclined to eat more or overeat, and you're lazier or more tired, so you're reducing your energy expenditure and burning less calories. But this is when people come in thinking that a cheat meal or a cheat day like this can reverse all the negative adaptations that have occurred from dieting and increase all of your leptin back up to kickstart that fat loss phase. But is there any truth in this? And if so, how much of an increase are you going to see from 1 day of overfeeding? And that is what I'm going to go into next. But I know you want to see me eat some food, so what I'm going to do is I have my phone, I'm going to watch a few YouTube videos while I start eating this, and then do a bit of a commentary and overlay a few studies while I do so. So let's go!
So the main paper is actually by Daryl Wanger et al. 2000, who showed that 3 3 days of overfeeding increased leptin by 28% and 24-hour energy expenditure by 7%, but basal metabolic rate, or your metabolism, was not affected at all. Also, the most important finding of this paper is that to get those results, i.e. the 28% increase in leptin, you have to overfeed by carbs, as fat did absolutely nothing for leptin concentrations. So think of your common cheat day foods. While some are high in carbs, most of them are higher in fat, so like your ribs and your burgers, but they're not going to do anything for leptin. So overall, your cheat day is probably a little bit flawed. And if you want to get the most bang for buck in terms of leptin and even glycogen, a more structured refeed where you either go to maintenance or in a slight surplus for 3 to 5 days, filling in the majority of your calories from carbs, will be way better. 230 grams in the whole pack, and per 100 grams, I'm going to say I did probably about 110 grams. So yeah, still quite a lot of sugar, quite a lot of calories. I'm actually feeling sort of okay. It was very tasty. Hopefully you learned something from whatever commentary or overlay I managed to do while I was eating this, but I think I'm gonna pause it there, take a massive poop-de-doop. It's gonna be a whopper, I can already feel it. And then check in with you at the next meal. So, boop! Okie dokie, I think we're good to go. A little bit of dinner, and you can see we have returned to the Park Carrick Mines because we're gonna visit the Mr. Colonel.
Previously.
When it comes to cheat days, I don't really crave much sort of savory food like KFC. I am actually craving something a little bit salty. I know I said I was gonna only have sweet stuff, but there's only so much sweet stuff a man can handle, you know? I'm already sweet enough as it is. So we're gonna pop in to KFC and pick up something for dinner to take us over until the final meal. I'm coming for you. Again, that was super quick, but this is what we picked up. One of these snack boxes, snack lunch boxes, some chicken and some fries. Noodle noodle. But yeah, so let's snack into this and then probably go home. How the hell do you even open this thing? There we go. You got the old chicken. And the fries. Hopefully it's a bit better than McDonald's. Before I dive into these, let me touch on the final little point I want to make about cheat days or cheat meals or whatever, is that they have the ability to completely hamper your progress on a fat loss phase. This is because we know to lose fat you need to create a calorie deficit, okay? And this can't be done just for one day. It has to be done over a chronic period of time. You don't just eat less one day and wake up shredded. It has to be done daily, weekly, monthly, and even yearly in some people. So for example, if you create a calorie deficit of say 200 or 300 calories for 5 days per week, that is essentially a 1,000 to 1,500 calorie deficit created for those 5 days. But if you then adopt on Saturday and Sunday that f*** it mentality, I need to have a cheat meal and stoke my metabolism, bro. If you adopt the f*** it mentality and do not track and lose complete structure, you've seen how easy it is to eat a ton of calories in one cheat day, and you have the ability with that cheat day to completely cancel out your weekly deficit. So if you create a 1,000 calorie deficit, all you need to do is eat in a 1,000 calorie surplus for one day on a Saturday or on a Sunday, and that's your whole weekly deficit blown out the window. No, sorry for the rant, but I just know a lot of you are struggling to lose weight, and this is probably why, okay? You need to ensure that you create that calorie deficit consistently and be sure that meals like these or days like these don't happen so that you don't wipe out all your progress, okay? So instead of losing complete structure, I advise a more structured refeed day where you increase your calories either back up to maintenance or in a slight little surplus, primarily from carbohydrates, because that is what both glycogen and leptin, as you saw, are most sensitive to. So let's dive into some chicken. Moo! Say what? That's a fucking cow. I like this. Moo! I know it's dark in it. Wait, one sec. Is that any better? Whatever, you're gonna have to deal with me, okay? Sorry, I'm a potato. Let's get eating this. Give you a little taste test. See how we go. So, got once. Oh, okay. That is actually very good. KFC, you have definitely won the KFC McDonald battle. I mean, I am well behind on protein, so what better way to hit your protein target than KFC? Don't do that. Oh! Oh! It was hidden at the bottom, you cheeky little bastard. Actually, before I finish the second one, let's get a taste of the fries instead. Are they going to be better than Mackie D's? Nice little handful. No, sorry. I think it's due to the lack of salt. I'm sure if you put salt on these, it'd probably be better, but they're doable, and I guess I'm gonna have them. I've paid for them. Actually getting pretty tired. And I have a load of work to do, so I need to finish these and then get home. That's the thing with most fast food, is you see the picture and you expect a huge thing, but in reality this goes down in like 10 bites. It's not that big, guys. They fool you! You're fooled by your chicken! Oh. Can you see it glisten with grease? Full of micronutrients. If I cook, whoa. What are you glaring your light at me for? There we go. Last bite. Finito. God, I can feel myself turning into a chicken already. Anyway, that is that. Hopefully you learned something from that little ramble, and I will check in with you at the next meal. I think I know what I'm gonna have already, so see you then. Boop! Even you probably guessed it, I think I have an addiction, but we did finish off with the staple. We had a whole tub of Breyers cookie and cream, and then we went for 150 grams of Frosties! Tony the Tiger, they're great! But one final thing I do want to touch upon about cheat meals is you're probably asking, Scott, if you're telling me I can't have them, does that mean I can't enjoy any of the foods I actually want? No, the reason you are having a cheat meal is because you are being so overly restrictive that you get to the end of the week that you feel that you have to binge on these good foods, whereas the fix to this is simply allowing to have these foods in small quantities throughout the week by adopting a flexible diet so you don't have to binge on them come the weekend. Boom! Doodle doodle doodle! Anyway, Potato Nation, that is the end of the video. Let me know if you like this style of video. I mean, I guess I don't mind doing them. I burn so many calories every single day that I can sort of afford to do them every now and again. So let me know if you like the style where I like throw in topics within these videos or like cheat days, and I will continue on doing them, I guess, for the YouTubes. So let's get to the final question. How many calories did I finish on yesterday? Well, we did pretty well. We were like over 6,500 calories, but the macro composition was absolute shit. We were at 128 protein, which is pretty low, 895 carb, and 216 grams of fat. So there you go, very high in fat compared to normal, which I touched on earlier isn't probably going to do anything for leptin. And of course, in terms of energy expenditure, you'll see on my Fitbit that for that day I burned roughly 4,300 calories. So it's still a lot, but like I said before, that 6,500 calories would have equated to like a 1,200 calorie surplus for me, which if I was dieting and had created a 1,000 calorie deficit for 5 days of the week would completely blow that to absolute shit. It shows why cheat days are probably not the best thing to do, and you need a little bit of structure, just a little. But anyway, that is that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh god. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope you all have a good day. Boop.